We now return to Let's Play BattleTech, and a mission that's actually going pretty well for me, to be honest. I'm going to jump over here. It's not going to... maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just going to sprint. That will help with my heat dissipation greatly. I do not have a good shot that I can start using my hunchback and other mechs to kind of strip away armor, so we're going to have to make our own advantages here. And unfortunately, that's kind of hard to do. I will... You know, I think he's doing alright. I actually think he's doing alright. Maybe I'm just going to have him reserve, and he can go with the others. So we'll see who comes up here. God, if we could just jump and make a hit on the back of that. That quick draw, wherever it is that the 60? Was the 60 the quick draw?
How's it going?
Yeah, we're not going to get there. Going to be able to move here, though. Stand on this ridge. Brace. See if we maybe get somebody's attention here. That Thunderbolt is up here. Thunderbolts actually go rather quickly. That's the threat. That's the danger man right there. Okay. So I'd like to avoid that one if I could. Let's get Behemoth the hell out of here. Sprinting ways, a ways, a ways, a ways, a ways. Lower that heat. I am unfortunately exposing my back. Hopefully we can take on that Thunderbolt a little bit beforehand. And then you are actually hurting. We're going to lose that arm, and I'm not a big fan of that fact. So maybe we'll just kind of run around here. Give it the business if I can. See, now that's not a good idea. Let's do this. We're still angling to give it the wrong... Why can't we... kind of want to angle it this way. Just kind of protect my arm a bit. Okay. Enemy turn.
More potential salvage on the field.
Indeed. How about you come over here? Hopefully moving so fast we draw some fire and avoid it. So good. We've managed to remove some of our trouble with the... I seriously can't jump down there? Oh no. I don't think we can get off this ridge. Well, hubris. We seem to have trapped ourselves. Gonna have to get a little bit closer then.
On my way.
Hope that I can avoid the initial rain of fire that these guys are going to unleash upon me, because otherwise we're gonna get trapped on this goddamn ridge line. So where's close enough that I... oh boy.
Position confirmed.
Are we really in rough terrain there? I didn't see that. Heat's down. Okay, if they come along the ridge to try and get a shortcut on me, that'll help. I do want to find that quick draw, though.
Standing by.
Because that, more than anything, will help out. Why don't we come in here? We'll at least get an initial shot off. Greatly exposing my arm. We're just going to lose it. I mean, there's just no way we're not going to lose it. They focus too damn much on it. Yeah, unfortunately. So, where is my greatest advantage? Left arm has what in it? Heat sinks are in there. PPC is in there. Its lasers are all there. So, why don't we focus on that one? I do have a shot of actually hitting that. What's its 60 armor? We're not going to destroy it, but we can do some damage to it. Okay. How much damage did we do? Because I'm curious about... oh my god! Where are they getting the thunderbolts? Stop targeting my arm! I didn't realize how many thunderbolts we were up against. These guys are freaking menaces. Okay, well, we actually hit. We actually got quite a bit of good stuff off that. We're facing off against twins here, which... oh boy. I'm gonna have to get in here to get any exposure on these. I could jump right up there. I think that means the arm would get in my way though, so let's not even do that. Let's move right up in here. Right up in its face. Why not? Keep focusing on this one. Let's see what kind of armor we can get out of here. We may need to play a game of hit and hide going behind this, but whilst I've still got some advantages, I saw a direct line here. That could be interesting. Very high exposure. Yeah, why not? We've stripped a lot of the center torso armor out.
Commencing alpha strike.
So of course we aim for the legs. God damn it. Okay. Evade.
Commander, I'm hit.
Oh my god. I swear to God, the computer
Good to go.
aims for the head or hits the head 1,000 times more than I ever have a chance to. That is such bullshit. I am so fucking mad about that. Okay. Move out of the way so I can at least get my other mech up in here. Of course, we're going to stand right on the bad ground, so that's a brilliant tactical maneuver there. How we doing here? Jeez. If we aim... this is actually not so great, what I'm doing here. But we're just going to have to keep going. I mean, if you want to aim for that leg, that's fine. I just wish you guys would all focus on one area and make it count. We look to be... actually, that's a pretty decent shot there, too. These fuckers are menaces. The benefit of all this, though, is that I'll probably have enough salvage for 2 at the end of all this.
Copy that.
I mean, these are very tough bastards. Okay, it's time to run away from the edge of the ridge. Sprint as far as possible to get a little bit of a cooldown. And not get knocked down, because that's the last goddamn thing I need right now. I could sit here and aim at that center. I'd love to knock them down and continue to get more, but this guy is just too much. I could try and blow this open. How much did he have? 91 versus 28? Well, we definitely blow that open, killing his laser power, at the very least. But I've got enough firepower that if we hit with even half of them, if I hit with half, we'll blow that open. I feel like that's better. I feel like that is definitely a better thing to do. Even though it's destroying a lot of salvage.
Roger.
There we go.
Mech destroyed.
Again, it didn't say it blew out the center torso. It blew out ammo and killed the pilot. Oh, he can come up the ridge. Would you goddamn just leave him alone? So that's an AC-5 we'll never see back. Actually, that's not true. I've got like 5 of them.
Internal structure damage.
But it puts my... So there's a pilot out for another 2 goddamn months. I mean, that's my fault. I understand. I'm going toe-to-toe with a completely undamaged mech here. This is not
Good to go.
the best idea I could have done. But if we can hop around, and I would love to hop around jump around, and see if we can't get behind him.
Got it.
Let's be bold. I mean, why not? I didn't realize I'm out of heat. This is not going to go well for me at all, but shit, let's just do it, right? This is not going to go well for me at all. In fact, this was a very dumb thing. Shutdown alert, though. Let's risk all that shutdown.
Here we go.
If it's the same, now we gotta run.
Getting pretty high.
Ah, damn it. Hey, jackass, no! Okay. We stand up and eject. Roulette, sadly, does not have
Standing by.
that ability just yet. Alright. Can we even... We still can't jump down. We can jump down. Alright. We're bringing exposure to the quick draw. Deliberately. Could almost blow off that arm if I could target any goddamn thing here. Good. That's a good start. I think I'm going to want some of these in my,
Commander.
in my posse. Especially if we're going to be losing... The dragon, to be honest, is not a very good one.
Punching out.
Oh good, exposure back to me. The quick draw is still an issue.
Commander.
Can we hit? If I move over, I can hit.
I copy.
We'll blow one of the arms off at any rate. Okay, good.
I hear ya.
So, she needs to get the hell out.
I leap. I soar.
And basically just sit. It's going to be a few turns before she's operational again. Hunchback needs to move. We need to get the quick draw out of there. Everyone's got to hide. Actually, we could maybe attempt something with my quick draw. This quick draw needs to go away.
Waiting for orders.
If I can get down here on this level, that quick draw will not be able to see me, which is highly beneficial to me. And we can keep pounding away at this side. My quick draw is very vulnerable, as always, but considering that we can just maybe hammer it again in the torso,
Roger that.
alright. Heat is not my friend here. You gonna try and beat me in the face? Alright, alright.
Not much armor left in that location.
Okay,
What can I do
Glitch.
for ya?
How about you just sit? You lose a lot. You can just sit too. We'll maybe draw a little bit of fire if I'm lucky. Probably not. See, the quick draw just isn't meant to go toe-to-toe with anything.
Structure damage.
It's really not. It's a very weak mech, all things considered. To the point where I can't actually... I can get behind. Let's attempt it.
Engaging jump.
Point-blank shots at everything. Even do overheating, because that's where we're at. Point-blank shots. Everything. Shut down? Okay, not everything.
Firing at enemy.
That was not worth it, apparently. God damn. Almost, but not quite. Now he's going to hit me in the back. Side. Fuck. Alright. That was not the best choice. I will fully admit that was a huge mistake. I'm getting greedy and lazy, and I really want this goddamn mission to be over. That quick draw is going to be a problem. A major, major problem. Unfortunately, I'm on its good side. 9% chance at this because that whole arm is in the way thing. But let's do it anyway. Gotcha. Good. Quick draw, run away. So now we can wait a little bit.
Waiting for orders.
You will also wait a little bit. Okay.
For now, cooling down a bit. I'm taking internal data.
I see it. What the fuck do you mean you get to go again?
Yes.
Alright. Run. And yes, I'm exposing. Face that way so we at least have that. And we wait to give it a shot at me.
Roger that. Digging in.
Or do I try and draw it out? Because it is... I need to get behind it, is what I really need. So why don't we jump over to here and we can at least LRM it. Or I could sensor lock it.
Got it.
One thing this is good for is it's either going to have to come close to me or it's going to have to move over there. Evasion is very good. I find it bullshit that it gets to keep doing this.
Ready for orders. Confirm.
So we have some very damaged mechs. My heavies, my only heavies, thus far. We'll get a few replacements, but my only heavies now are suffering a bit. We're gonna have to. They're gonna be out for days because they're gonna have whole arm and weapon refits, and then my pilots are gonna be out for a billion years. So can I need more jump jets on this fucking thing. The answer is no. I cannot do anything with it. So we're gonna have to start coming around and see if we can't get it to come up the ridge and then somehow pincer it and shoot it from behind. It's about the only thing I can think to make happen here. I'm gonna have you reserve, actually. Alright. So, you are still doing okay. Cannot sprint. I can sprint over to here. But then I'm exposing my right side. I'm exposing everything to this. And I'm afraid if it gets too many... I mean, this is honestly a very bad situation for this mech. We're not in a good way.
Aye, aye.
We can be knocked down very easily. We can be destroyed very easily.
What can I do for you?
I'll just keep blowing it away with my ammo. Okay.
Want some more?
Peel off whatever armor I can. If I can get behind it, that'll be a huge plus.
How's it
So I think we're going to have to run down here and expose myself a little bit to entice it.
Affirmative.
And the Vindicator is the only one with good enough jump jets to get down there and hit it from behind. But if we can get an exposed shot, and I will definitely keep my aim.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, we can't get in there, so I'm just going to keep hammering away at it. Oh my god, we might just be able to knock it down.
Uh-huh.
If you're going to keep doing that... Alright. I feel like I've got to just drag it up here. Honestly, that's the only thing that I think is going to work.
Go.
Alternatively, I appear to be able to hit it. Not with much, but I can at least hit it with that.
Engaging target.
If it notices me, though, I'm a little bit in trouble. Are we doing any damage on that side? We really aren't. I really need to be getting it over here, but the more I do that, the more I expose myself this way. Now let's do it. Although I really... If I can get it to come this way, even just a little bit, can I please get over to here? Of course not. If I can just get him to turn. Something so I can get closer to shoot him from behind. That's not a good... I'm hitting it from the left side or the other side, so I can't precision strike. I'd probably have enough to tear out a leg, though. So let's do that, and then maybe we can get close and knock out its other leg. Excuse me? There we go. God, that's what I was waiting for. He did an Elmer Fudd there and didn't notice he had to fall until he looked down. Okay, Glitch.
Commander?
Make me proud. That'll be a replacement quick draw for the one that's in trouble right now. 4G, right? That's what the other one is? Or, yeah.
Affirmative.
Quit.
There, work to do.
Okay. Excellent work. The zone is clean, the board is green. Let's go home.
Mission.
Okay. Thunderbolts. Absolutely coming home with me. Jesus. Those things can take a pounding. 51 days. Roulette is no good to me anymore. That dragon is probably no good to me, and we've almost lost the quick draw. My god. 3 medium lasers need to be replaced. That's okay. I've got like 50 of them. AC 5. That's fine. Boy. That was messy. I fully admit to that being messy. Ah, shit. I don't have enough to actually make... Okay, well, I do have enough to make the SE. This was the tough one, right? I'm hoping. And then we'll take the rest for a quick draw, and if I'm lucky, it'll give me the rest of that. Heat sinks galore, and some heavy jump jets. Also nice. Okay, well, it gave me 1. But we do have enough now for a Thunderbolt, and it looks like we will also finish a new quick draw. So, it worked out. PPC, jump jets. Alright. Oh boy. I might have to make a few purchases here. Going up against what we're going up against is not really...
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
SE models lose little of their firepower in exchange for mounting jump jets. The greater mobility is intended to allow for more precision attacking maneuvers. Oh.
That mech you asked for.
And we got
is
one of these.
cleared for fighting.
Okay, so this is going to swap out for the cicada because this is no good to me. And then we've got a new quick draw 4G, which is precisely this. I don't know. I did make modifications to this. I wish I could look at it and see what modifications I made. Honestly, maybe I should just can the blackjack. We are probably never going to grab this ever again. And the Vindicator, while it's helpful, it's just too light anymore to be useful to me. So I think we're going to swap over to, as I say, the Shadowhawk SD and probably a Wolverine if one of these guys is down. I do want to keep my quick draws. I think we'll get rid of the blackjack. Unfortunately, this is the family heirloom, but it's got to go because I'm never going to use it. It's just too light. So we'll go ahead and send that to storage, and there we go. We now have mechs. Some big olds. 65. It's got too much LRM ammo. We will be stripping that immediately for potentially another. So it does have a large laser. We'll be stripping out one of the ammos for possibly another medium laser. Just put a medium laser in there and then we'll have lots of lasers. Probably need a heat sink, in which case, I don't know, it does have jump jets. I'm surprised it didn't use the jump jets when it was facing against me. But I like to see that. That's cool. Maybe I can actually get rid of one jump jet, and then I'll bitch and moan about it the entire time. Like, why did I do that? But yeah, if we were doing an LRM 15 or some such, because I don't have a 20, I can buy a 20, I think. But if I was doing the 15, then I'd probably want this, because that chews through ammo like crazy. Since this is largely going to be a laser-based mech, I don't think that's going to come in quite as handy. I don't think... I mean, really, how many times throughout this playthrough have I run out of missiles? Not very many. So, I think we'll just do that. Do that now? Or let's go back real quick and see what kind of contracts we've got. I'll have to make heavy repairs. That robbery exists still, which I... good. But it's very few things we can keep out for as long as we... And Behemoth is one of my better pilots, unfortunately. Alright, let's go look. We need to refit. And replace. We need 3 medium laser replacements, which I assume all went into here. And now it's back up to snuff. This has got the 15 on it. That's fine. Okay. I think we're otherwise okay. Structure. We just need to repair all. This repairs all. Okay. So, what's the doctor's bill? Are you sure that's all it had was lasers in the... Why do I feel like there should have been more? I feel like standard loadout SRMs, but it was all lasers. It was all medium lasers. I swapped out for what? A large? No, I've still got all that. I just swapped out for more LRMs. Okay. Well, anyway. 9 days. Not too bad.
Logged and noted.
But it will not be finished whilst we're here, so let's repair all that. 2 days to repair. Is that really... we didn't lose a thing on that? That's good. I'm going to put the Vindicator back up there then. And get that on the way. And the Dragon. The Dragon is hurting. Replace. Repair everything. And we need an AC-5. It's nice that it actually shows you where it was, too. That's kind of cool. So we've got 14 of those. That's fine. Easy to replace. Anything we want to... actually replace. We really can't. I mean, you look at this thing and it's not actually that good. As far as armaments go, it's very weak. What is its purpose anyway? It moves fast for a heavy mech, and it's well suited for closing for melee attacks against slower targets. So I guess that's why it's got the 2 supports. So it's really meant to be more of a melee mech, which is not at all how I'm using it. But it's a very balanced one if you look at its armaments, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe I should be putting lighter armaments on that give me greater range? I don't know, anyway. Another 8 days for that one, just to install a brand new arm on it. Okay, so, we've given away a few heavies, but I do have a few heavies now, which is awesome, and as far as storage is concerned, what do I have hanging out in here? Where did I get the other Thunderbolt from before? Because I don't remember facing off against these things, to be honest. At least we got one there, and we got parts for a dragon. The rest of this is all light and everything that's not so great. Tons of lights sitting in there. Again, where are we storing them? We're storing them in the supply closet or something, I don't know. There's too many of them. That Thunderbolt has got a shit ton of armor. I feel like he may become one of my favorites. Although, I don't know, we're going to have to see how only a laser-only mech handles things. It has no ballistic slots, so I cannot change to that. And I imagine I'd have to give up way too much to install a PPC on this. That's clearly not what it's meant for, so we won't maybe do that. But coming with me, and the quick draw, I guess I'm keeping in standard loadout. This one I'm keeping in standard loadout. Why? SRM4s must have been what I swapped out before. Because I don't like SRMs. So I could get rid of the SRM, opening up 3 tons. 3 tons for... I guess LRMs. Actually, well, it's 4 times 5, that's only 20. The SRMs actually do more damage. They're just, I don't get close enough to use them, like, hardly ever. Although, having those in there, we do have enough jump jets on this thing. Heat sinks could actually be better. I could replace with a bunch of heat sinks, because swapping that out is really only... Yeah, its heat efficiency needs to be better, though, especially if we're going to keep fighting on a desert world. But heat sinks are only like half a ton apiece, right? No, they're a full ton. Okay. Well, I mean, God, look how much that adds, though. And I would absolutely hate to take armor off this. What if we do max armor? It takes it off my legs, and I fucking hate that. So we're going to take it down so we even it out again. And then we'll use the extras to... I think this was at 70. Revert. 75s. 65s. Okay. I mean, just taking the SRMs out and not doing anything else with them feels stupid. But clearly one of the downfalls to this mech is that it just does not have enough armor, like anywhere. So we do 75 on those, and we will do 90, maybe 85. We're going to be able to maybe get 90 on this. We're going to be able to get more. The back, let's not worry so much about the back. How about, we'll go 95, 95. This bothers me that it's so weird trying to get this to even out, but we're adding 2 tons of armor to this. I don't have a support on here either. I can't just put a machine gun or something in. Which bothers me a little bit. So where? In the back? In the torso? Would you just even out already, for crying out loud? I mean, we can put a ton on here, I guess. Okay. Let's take off there and put on here. Take off there and put on here. There we go. Okay. So, a bit more heavily armored. I like that. We're only missing out on the SRMs, and frankly, I never get close enough with these things to use them. So, yeah. Using it now, though, how long is this going to take? We're taking off and putting armor on. It should only be a couple days. A day. Excellent.
On it.
Okay, we will move that up to the top. The Vindicator is completely unnecessary because we're going to swap over to the Shadowhawk 2D. Going to use my Thunderbolt. Going to use the Hunchback. So 1, 2, 3, 4 essentially. I don't know. Maybe Trebuchet. But that Shadowhawk D. I don't know. This armament loadout is not really powerful against heavies. You need the Hunchback with large laser power. You need the massive amount of armor. That Thunderbolt. I don't really want to bring it as is, but I obviously don't have a choice to wait. So let's see, maybe I'll just take the Wolverine instead of that. Shadowhawk. Because this has got 2 medium lasers and an LRM. This has got large laser, which helps. I do want to refit this. Let's go ahead and do that now before I even forget. We can get rid of 1 SRM ammo, which gives me a ton. And we can get rid of that small laser. This will give me another medium laser, so now we're all topped up there. And I wanted to actually swap out all of that for an LRM-5 because I like LRMs better. And honest to God, I could go full on, and maybe put a heatsink in. Those things cost 1 pound, or 1 ton apiece. God's damn it. How about getting rid of you then and putting in another heatsink? Just to make that happy. Except I'm not putting in enough for the jump jets. If I put in 2 jump jets, that's going to lower my heat efficiency. No, it's not actually. It's going to give me... Okay, because I do not fly with anything that doesn't fly. There will be none of that in my Lance. We are going to absolutely have Mexican jump. And I've got a little bit more tonnage I can actually put in. I could put that into... These all cost 1, right? Small laser? That's a .5er. I have no flamer that can go on here. I do have a flamer. That's a 1 ton though. So we'll put on a small laser. Put that in... Sure. Heat efficiency goes down if I use that. That's the problem with reading these. It's not really the same. Somehow the small laser increases my available average range. Yeah, it's not really working. Actually, take that out, put this back on, and maybe it won't calculate that in the final bit. Alternatively, jump jets cost me half. Let's get more mobility in there, because this will allow me to jump further, which is far more valuable in my playstyle. So LRM-5s, which do less damage than that 6 SRM, but again, I hate those things. I never get close enough to use them. So it did remove a component. It removed the small laser. Where's the installation of the small laser, though? Is it because I put it on? Hold on a minute. I put it on and then I took it off, and then it gives me the business that, hey, you can't do this. I hate how that works. How did I do less this time round? I had 3 jump jets on that the first time. How did I... We had better range, we had better heat efficiency. What the hell did I do between then and now to change what I've got? LRM-5, LRM ammo. I don't know. Whatever. How much does this take? 3 days. Okay. We're not taking this one right away anyhow, so we'll put this in here.
Shouldn't be too hard.
We'll set this up. The heavies are gonna just... Oh my god. Sit for a bit. We've already got 2. That quick draw is gonna take just 1 day, so we will hang out for that, and then we'll take take that D and see how it performs. Take my hunchback, and maybe a thunderbolt. Boy, the barracks now is going to be a little bit empty. Some of these guys are already back. Okay. Well, yeah, that does cause a few problems.
Receiving you.
Keep doing that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, God damn it, Decker, you're not good for anything. We just have to increase his gunnery abilities is all. And I've kind of been neglecting where he should actually go. But anyway. So, I'm going to end this one here, and I'll see you next time.